Stephanie White, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but you actually deserve this award. Shout out to Stephanie White for winning Coach of the Month. Now listen, ladies. I know. Venom, what the hell? You're supporting Stephanie White. Now listen, okay? Stephanie White rightfully deserved this Coach of the Month trophy in July. Let me explain once again. Stephanie White ran through Caitlin Clark for the latter half of July, and she reaped the rewards for it. This is her enjoying the fruits of her labor. Once again, Stephanie White, you played through Caitlin Clark, good things happen. You won Coach of the Month this month. Congratulations. Let's keep that thing going, because what we just saw against the Minnesota Lynx, it looked like you was reverting back to your old motion style. Kelsey Mitchell playing through Kelsey, offense, CC off ball, no one screening for on ball nonsense. So Stephanie White, let this trophy sleep on this trophy. Let this trophy be warm. Hang it up wherever you gotta hang it up. And every time you look at that trophy, remember who is the reason for that trophy. Caitlin Clark is the reason for that trophy. Now, if you guys don't know, Christy Size won Coach of the Month last 2024 when she finally gave Caitlin Clark the keys. When she finally decided, you know what, playing through Caitlin Clark is probably my best option. And you know what happened immediately after that? I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys. As you can see on your screen, Christy Size won Coach of the Month in August 2024. And of course, ironically, Stephanie White won Coach of the Month in May. You know, she had Alyssa Thomas, etc. going on over there as well. But this isn't about Stephanie right now. We're talking about who's playing with Caitlin Clark and what happens when you eventually play Caitlin Clark's style. You guys remember the post-Olympic run, right? That Fever fans can't shut up about. Well, guess what? Christy Size was a part of that post-Olympic run. She gave Caitlin Clark the keys, and immediately, I mean, not a second later, she reaped the rewards for it. Instantly winning Coach of the Month. Might have been her first time ever. I just got to fact check that part. But this is definitely Christy Size winning Coach of the Month by playing through Caitlin Clark, trusting Caitlin Clark. And what happened after that? You see what happened. Now in 2025, the Fever were better without Caitlin Clark, they say, right? So why is it that when you pull up the stats, you can't find a Coach of the Month award for Stephanie White? August 2025, Coach of the Month, that was Becky Hammon. July 2025, Cheryl Reeve. June, Natalie Nakase. May, Sandy Brondello. You can't see Stephanie White anywhere, but Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston was dominating, right? The Indiana Fever were so good without Caitlin Clark, right? Yet there's no Coach of the Month award for Stephanie White, obviously, because Caitlin Clark was injured, and the Fever just once again went back to losing basketball. They was playing 500 basketball. Yes, they had a better roster than years prior, but even that's not good enough to win games. Now they snuck into the playoffs, and once again was playing 500 basketball even in the playoffs. The only difference was expectations because of injuries, but that doesn't change the fact that the Indiana Fever were playing 500 basketball. Now, as you can see, this year, the year's not over yet. Stephanie White, well, it pretty much is over. I don't think they hand out September Coach of the Month. But it's nice to, oh no, August. Yeah, you can still get an August Coach of the Month. So in July, as you can see, Stephanie White won her first Coach of the Month award since May 2024. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is the reason for this trophy. Caitlin Clark led the Indiana Fever in July. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is not going to get the credit for it, but we all know Caitlin Clark rightfully deserved Player of the Month, and Stephanie White rightfully deserved Coach of the Month. It's only right. I don't like Stephanie White, but I'm fair. You know what I'm saying? I can't be biased about it. Stephanie White rightfully deserved Coach of the Month. She played through Caitlin Clark for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and she reaped the rewards for it, and it's something that she earned. Does that mean she's going to continue doing it? We will see, but as it stands right now, Stephanie White is the Coach of the Month for the month of July. Now, let's move on and talk about the Indiana Fever's record while Caitlin Clark was dominated. So Caitlin Clark, as I said, Caitlin Clark got the keys around this game right here. Friday, July 17th, as you can see, Caitlin had 45. She had 10 assists, dominating the game. Caitlin Clark was taking over. As you can see, Caitlin Clark, from this point forward, said, we are not losing no more games in July. And she stood on that. As you can see, beat the Seattle Storm. Caitlin with 45 and 10 assists. New York Liberty come back around. Caitlin with 7 points. Kelsey dropped 33. You know what I'm saying? They beat the New York Liberty. The Connecticut Sun game rolls around. Caitlin Clark said, you know what? I'm going to pour a near 30-point double-double on your head. Connecticut beat Stephanie White's former team. Domination, full-on domination as well. And then came the Seattle Storm once again, where Caitlin was fresh off of a 45-point performance. Double-double, might I add. She spanked the Seattle Storm once again. 10 points win. Caitlin led them with 32 points, 7 assists, dominating the Seattle Storm, and then comes the Portland Fire game where Caitlin dropped a triple freaking double to cap off the month. This girl is actually insidious on the court, man. Shout out to CC, triple double Clark in the building before the Minnesota Lynx game rolled around where Kelsey Mitchell scored 37, but the Fever still lost. I just broke that down in the last video. But anyways, man, good things happen when you play through Caitlin Clark. I mean, like, look at these numbers, guys. 26, 10, 10, 32, 4, and 7. And then the one thing I forgot to mention was Caitlin Clark's shot attempts. She hasn't attempted 15 shots more than one game in July. That is so impressive when you factor in how much she was averaging for the month of July. Like, it's genuinely insane when you look at it. But anyways, Stephanie White, man, rightfully deserved. She deserved this trophy, man. Shout out to Stephanie White. She deserved this Coach of the Month trophy. As you can see, let's look at it. But notice the difference in the applause from Stephanie White winning Coach of the Month versus Caitlin Clark winning Player of the Week, Player of the Month, etc. Listen to this.
And one more thing, we got Coach of the Month.
You see, Caitlin was the first to scream. Caitlin tells Stephanie White to hit the cocks up sign. Kayla yells like a psychopath. So, man, like I said, Caitlin just genuine like that, man. Got Stephanie White hitting the Gamecock sign. This is the Indiana Gamecocks at the end of the day. As you can see, Bree January smiling again. Once again, happy that Stephanie White or Kelsey Mitchell's winning things. But when it's Caitlin Clark, Bree January, just clapping. Like, who even claps like the, like, I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't stop there, you know what I'm saying? You could look at Kelsey Mitchell. I want, once again, to go over this, listen to the crowd difference.
We got an Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Listen to the crowd difference. They're still clapping. Still happy as hell for Kelsey. But then when it was Caitlin Clark, it was dry as hell. Hold on, let's run it back. Listen to this, chat.
We got an Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Bree January looking into the abyss in shock, like she can't believe it. That first clap was like a what the F clap. Like this first clap was a what the F clap. So first she's processing it, then she clapped. I don't know what type of clap, like I mean, I guess if you had something on your hands, I would understand. But this was just like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it was the subconscious. And then she started to realize, like, whoa, the cameras are rolling. And now she's clapping. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Anyways, man, rightfully deserved, man. Shout out to Stephanie White, man. The month of July, she did her thing. Let's hope August repeats the same story. She runs through Caitlin Clark, and she reaps the reward for it. As I said on this platform, I don't like Stephanie White, but as I said, if she plays through Caitlin Clark, I won't mind having her as a coach because I know that's enough to win a championship for the time being until her contract expires. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, hit the like button, hit the sub button, drop your thoughts in the comments, hype this video, and I'm see you guys in the next one. The Indiana Fever plays the Las Vegas Aces real soon, 7 o'clock p.m. I will be live for that game. I'll see you guys then.